Alright, so this is going to be a not safe for work content again because one, this does have some non-consensual kissing and sexual assault. So yeah, if you are get triggers from that, please do not listen to this part. And there should be more parts in this because it's yeah. Oh, I can already read the beginning. Okay, but anyways, let's get on. Akaza let out a shaky breath as the thick ropes of cum spurted out from his cock. I got some on my stomach, he growled as he stared at the mess he had just made. He grabbed a tissue and started to wipe the sperm off his abs. He knew it was messed up. He knew that you'd dislike him if you ever found out. But he couldn't help it. Besides, you won't have to find out. All that pent-up lust and yearning for you. Oh, so sweet touch. Because I felt guilty, but it just felt so good. What the hell am I even doing? Akaza knew this was wrong. That you'd run away as soon as you found out that his thoughts he has for you. He aware of his... Philip, oh my god, I can't say that word. He knows he's aware, but that still doesn't stop him from being so in love. And being so obsessed with you. Oh, you Yin. You were someone who he wanted to control, to protect. You were oblivious and so easy to control. And his frustration that he'd get himself in too deep with the others. He'd vowed to himself he wouldn't do this, touch himself with the thought of you, but he can't help but want more. Meanwhile, Kokoshibo and Yurichi stared at each other. I'm gonna butcher Kokoshibo's real name. Michikatsu? Yurichi mumbled. Kokoshibo's eyes twitched at the sight of his brother. You. His eyes glared at you, who had a tear-stained cheek. What the hell did you do? Kokoshibo glared at him. No, when I came here, Yin is already... Yurichi was cut off by his brother. How do you even know her? He added. We've practically run into each other. Michikatsu. I hadn't seen you in a... Yurichi was cut off by Kokoshibo. Yin, how are you feeling? He asked as he brushed past his brother. I'm fine. You sniffed as you wiped away your tears. I just watched one of those sad commercials. You lied as easily as you could. He stared at you before saying anything. Kokoshibo opened his mouth to say something, but was stopped by Yurichi. Are you working as a teacher now? He asked. That's none of your business. Kokoshibo cut him off. I think we let you. The two of them turned to you. Your mind was a mess, and your mouth wasn't speeping out any words properly. I'm sorry, I'm just, you fake yawned. So tired. How about you two leave? You spoke out in slightly pressurous tone. Sure, all right, the two of them said in unison. The two of them looked at each other for a second. You can always text or call me Yin, Yurichi informed you, to which you nodded. I'll be right outside, Kokoshibo commented. You watched as the two of them left. Your focus was on their footsteps, walking away. As soon as you couldn't hear them, you rushed to grab your crutches. You walked towards the door and locked it. You hurried towards a small bathroom inside your room, and started puking at the toilet as your tears rolled down your cheeks, the sound of your regurgitating and gagging filling your ears. You felt the pain of your legs aching from some walking and movements, but with those things filling your surroundings, your mind is still focused on the disgusting and betrayal. You felt miserable. You felt helpless. You wanted to leave. You want to go home. Izuku, Mom, Aizawa, Shoto, Bakugo, Blake. You sobbed, not caring about the state you were in anymore. You didn't want to stay here anymore. Everything was becoming unbearable, out of control. Why me? Why me? You whispered as you couldn't stop the tears from rolling down your cheeks. You knew they were weird, that things were different. But you back then, brushed it all off, thinking it was impossible, but now it was possible. This isn't a game anymore. They're real people who can physically touch you, talk to you, do anything. While all this was happening, Yurichi seemed to trying to get closer to his brother. Michikatsu, Yurichi was cut off. Don't call me that. He glared at him before walking away. Yurichi couldn't help but watch him walk away. He looked up to his brother, but his brother resents him. His heart ached at how Kokushiba was treating him. He was cut off by his thoughts as he overheard a conversation. I gotta tell the world I love you, bro. Arcletus then moves closer to Parcrace's ears. I love you, bro, he whispered. Parcrace's eyes widened. Bro. Arcletus smiled at him. You're my world, bro. He winked. Parcletus sniffed. Bro. He mumbled. Bro. Arcletus smiled. For lifers. We're for lifers. They hugged each other tightly as they sobbed in each other's arms. What a Parclea couple, Ryuichi thought. He then sighed as he remembered what he had walked into. You seemed to be shocked, and that you seemed to be crying. He felt conflicted. He felt that there was something wrong. I'll check on her soon. She did want us to leave. I'll give her some space now, he thought as his phone rang. I guess it's time for work, Yurichi mumbled. Time skip. New Year's Eve, huh? He mumbled. Now you may ask, where are Melanie and me? Aren't you roommates? Well, Melanie and Ami weren't home with you. They went to their families to spend New Year's. You glanced at the clock. It was 10:12 p.m. You were at the park for the firework display. Your hand trembled at the memory of you finding out what was inside that lava cake. I shouldn't have come here. What if I ran into them? I have been trying to suddenly ignore them, he thought as you clenched your jaw. You let out a sigh as you remembered Blake's last call. Please, just come back. You whimpered. At his last call was about him heading towards a lead that can get you both out of this game. You hope that nothing bad happened to him. You flinched as your phone vibrated. It was a call from Sabito. You gathered all your courage and energy to pick up the phone. You didn't want them to be considered and suspicious of all of a sudden change in your behavior. Hello? You spoke out. Oh, hello, Yin. I just wanted to ask if you wanted to go watch the fireworks together. You spoke out. Oh, well, I actually wanted to watch it alone. He let out a small laugh. All right, well, if you ever need a company, you can just call me. We're for lifers, he joked, to which you let out a small chuckle. I'll keep that in mind. But enjoy the fireworks. Bye. You told him. He told you his goodbye and he soon hung up. You let out a deep sigh. Yin? You let out a loud screech. What the fuck? Why are you even screaming for, you little shit? It's me, your teacher. A familiar voice grumbled. You looked to see my god. I almost said Gyoko. It's Gitaro. No, wait, hold up. It says Gyokitaru. Badaki's brother. Yeah, him. Your nerves quickly calmed down. Oh my god. Sorry, sir. You just scared me, you told him. What? It's because my face is in it. This ugly, horrific face. He spoke out as he let a freaky facial expression to which you looked at him weirdly. No, sir. I wasn't expecting anyone to come up to me and call out my name. Besides, your facial expression is so weird. You commented. Huh? Why doesn't it scare you? It scares the other little shits, he mumbled. Anyway, sir, aren't you supposed to be with Ma'am Daki? He suggested. Ume? Ugh, that spoiled brat. She went on a vacation with her fucking janitor. We always spent New Year's together. We basically promised each other not to leave each other sad, but whenever, as long as she's happy, he mumbled the last sentence. You degrade her, but you love her a lot, you mumbled. Your eyes widened as you quickly covered your mouth. He stared at you, and let out a sigh. I won't deny that because it's true. We only ever had each other. So it's just us two. Now, There are 3. Blake, that fucking asshole. I swear on everything. That son of a bitch bastard seducing my gullible sister. What the hell does she even see in him? I don't want her to be called Boomer. I hate him and his clear skin, great body charm, and the no amount of cursing can translate the anger I feel right now. His fist trembled in anger. Wow, haha, you sure are jealous of him, you commented. Shut up, he glared at you. Well then, you little shit. Why are you here alone? He asked. I just like spending New Year's alone. You replied. Stop acting like an edgy kid, you fucking dumbass. He spoke out. Are you even allowed to say that to your students? You asked. It's school break. We aren't in school. I can bully you pieces of shit whenever I want to, he replied. He then harshly pat your back, which made you lose balance. Go out there. I've seen your friends around here somewhere. Go ahead and socialize. Talk about sex or hentai. Your favorite shitty TV shows. Oh, right. If I ever found out that you love NTR, I'm going to skin you alive, you little shit. Anyway, touch each other's balls and sacks. You cut him off. But I don't have a dick, you commented. Alright, then touch each other's ball sacks, tits, and ass. Who gives a fuck? I don't know. I just ask them for their consent. Alright, remember to jump so you can grow taller. You need it. He told you, and soon left. You stood there, shocked, as you watched him walk away. Wow, he just came, roast me, while giving me motivation, then left? What a fucking Giga Chad, he mumbled. Wait, jump! I'm full size, motherfucker, you screamed, making sure he heard it. He only gave you a middle finger while walking away. Hitaro had always been a weird teacher. He was deemed scary by a lot of students, and he's someone who wasn't hesitant to degrade or bully you on the spot. But he knew his limits. You could say that he was a teacher that you hated but also liked. You were a little baffled by the interaction, but he shockingly got your mind off of things, even if it was for 5 minutes. Yen, a voice spoke out. You turned around to see Inosuke. He felt your heart stop for a second, out of fear. Oh, hey, Inosuke. He glances. Soft. Not something you were used to. You avoided eye contact with him as he walked closer to you. Inosuke reassured himself that he wasn't like them. He wasn't a predator who looks at you as if you're his prey. He's delusional. I don't think I'd see you here. Are you here to watch the fireworks? He asked. Yeah, I just, wanted to watch it alone, you told him. Alone? What, do you not want me here? He asked, looming over you. No, I just wanted some me time, you awkwardly laughed, as you didn't bother looking at him. Yin, will you please look at me? I know you've been avoiding me, and I just don't get it. You didn't reply. Inosuke looked at you with a painful facial expression. Why? Why are you avoiding me? You averted your eyes from him. He grit his teeth. Look at me, he yelled as he grabbed your jaw and forced you to look at him. Your eyes were watering, but you did everything you could to make sure not to let a tear slip. Inosuke's breath hissed as he looked at you. You don't know. You know, don't you? His voice broke, and you didn't reply. There was a moment of silence before he spoke. Then that means we don't have to hold back anymore, he mumbled as he looked at you. A shiver went down your spine as you didn't like the way he looked at you. He was like a predator. Without any second wasted, his lips crashed onto yours. Nothing about it was passionate. He shoved his tongue inside. He kissed had a mix of desperation, yearning, and lust. You whimpered as you pushed him away. He got off of you as he only looked at you with a blank, shocked facial expression. You stuttered. You didn't want any of this. You didn't want that goddamn kiss. You didn't bother wasting your time as you quickly ran from him. He watched you as you ran away. It hurt, Inosuke thought. You rejected him. How dare you? He gave you his love. He gave you everything he had. He'd done everything he could for you. He murdered. He showed affection. He gave gifts. He gave his efforts, his time, his feelings, his love, his obsession, all to you. And you just had to throw it away. It hurt him. Why would she reject me? Inosuke thought. He clenched his fist in anger and sadness as a tear slipped down his cheek. You were the only one who made him feel this way. He loves you. 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 You, and you. And nothing could ever change that. No one could ever come between that. He'll forever want you. Yearn for you. Your breath hissed as you kept running, tears streaming down your cheeks. You were scared. Home. I need to go home, you thought. You then looked behind you to see if he was following you. To your surprise, he wasn't. And that there wasn't anyone around. You were confused. You were about to turn in front of you, but you bumped into someone. You let a gasp as they grabbed you before you could ever even hit the ground. You screamed, no, 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 no. You thought, as to who it was. Muzanki Butsuji had you in his hands on your mouth. He let a smirk as you turned pale out of fear. You don't have to worry about anyone seeing us, he spoke out as he let a sinister chuckle. Even with all the squirming and struggling, his grip on you still was so strong. You didn't know what he was planning. You couldn't see his face. You couldn't read what he might have had in his head as a position that you had your back against him. He rests his head on your neck as he inhales your scent. You've been ignoring me, he whispers, but no worries. I love the chase, he spoke out as his lips trail on your neck. I can choke you right now, but how about you choke on something else? He whispered as his other hand on your wrist kept it in place, letting you feel how hard his cock was from behind you.